Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Well, someone's been out tagging space stations in the Pleiades sector. So far, it's the Pleiades sector. Let's take a look and see where people have found them. Well, it seems that even in the future, nowhere is safe from a place being tagged with graffiti. Turning up now after the aftermath event, the Proteus wave, we're seeing an awful lot of graffiti pop up around some stations and in some quite interesting areas. In little nooks and crannies, yes, but then some in absolute blatant plain sight. This type of graffiti is all following very sort of similar. This theme is very anti-bug. We follow Hanran, Salvation lives, and here are the locations where these graffiti has been found so far. I mean, we've got Artemis Lodge, Cyliene Orbital, Stargazer, Corrigan, Agricola's Ascent, all those sort of stuff, all in the same sort of area, and they are very grouped together in the Pleiades sector. It's worthwhile going on and having a little look if you've got nothing else better to do, but with things ramping up in game, you know, it's going to be a case of, hey, can you find them all? What I've also found as well is that you have to log out and log back in again to get all the graffiti to spawn in the particular station. Not always, but sometimes. But here's a quick look at where I have found all the graffiti and each of the individual stations, and a quick tour around the concourse. First up is Artemis Lodge in the Cyliene system. Quite a bit here, to be perfectly honest, and I did log out and log back in to find it. You will find these tags, this graffiti, in some unusual places. You think, well, how do they get up there without anybody see them? Remember the Alexandra, right above the apex, interstellar transport, for example. I mean, in some of the little nooks and crannies, you can say, yeah, I can see where someone would get in there and tag that area. But right on a console, for example, right on the screen, look at that, whap. Ooh, these vandals. But they are getting their message across. And it's very similar to all the other stations you go to. Now, in regards to this graffiti, it's all following the very sort of similar theme. It's trying to get its message across. People are very unhappy with what's been happening. Yes, we see an awful lot. Salvation lives, their support, you know, for Aegis. Remember the Alexandria, anti-bug, squash those bugs, and whatnot. Like I say, it is worthwhile getting around there, logging off and logging back in, just so you can see them all if it's something that interests you. As a comparison, we're now going to follow on to Cyliene Orbital in the Atlas system. Again, we're seeing, you know, tags with graffiti. Quite difficult to see. You may want to turn your light on by the entrance points, on the stairwells, that sort of thing. Again, the stairwells, big orange paint. Brilliant. Bugs get squashed. It really is sort of like following that anti-bug theme. People are not happy with the apparent change of power. The Thargoids now being impervious to Guardian weaponry. All that being said, some of the stations I found have more, as opposed to others having less. But until you have a good look around, you're really not going to find any others. The good old anti-Thargoid sign, I quite like that one. It's kind of nice and subtle. I did check virtually everywhere to find any additions. But it's not like everywhere, like you'd find, for example, in a ghetto somewhere. How the hell did they get up there? I mean, some of these things right opposite the Frontline Solutions desk. How do they get up there? You know? How do they get up there? Anyway, either way, that's that. I've included a tour. We're going to play some music. We're going to go around and have a look at the 6 or 7 remaining stations. If you want to, I'll put them in chapters so you know exactly where things are, so you can skip ahead if you're near a particular station and you want to find the graffiti as is. Either way, I've been Ricardo. Thanks very much for watching this on the graffiti tags that are popping out in the Pleiades sector in Elite Dangerous. Worthwhile having a look. I'll see you soon.